The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. Every week, another step along the path toward a more peaceful, happy life. A life where you grow into the best possible version of yourself, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Now, let's get started down the path for today. And welcome. This is indeed The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. I'm your host, Bill Skladowski, along with co-host and friend Vicki Wagner, live and direct from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I will be in Blue Ridge as we record this, just a couple of days. So looking forward to that.
Yes. Me too.
You're making the weather nice.
I've got my fingers crossed. It's been
fingers. Come on. We know you can do more than that. Come on. Talk to your friends, the weather gods. And so all good. And gonna drive up there. Miss Vicki and husband are going on a week's vacation, and so me and a lady friend will be a lady friend doesn't really do it justice. We're moving into the fact now that we just call it partner.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's better.
You're partners.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Yeah,
so me and partner,
yes,
will be up there, cabin and dog sitting, and it's going to be exciting.
And it's been a little cold, so bring a jacket just in case, and maybe some gloves.
Gloves?
I know you're in Florida, so I don't know.
What is this gloves of which you speak? I don't know what that means.
Yes.
Right. No, I actually own gloves, but the problem is they're like garden gloves. You know, they're like the gardening ones, you know, the heavy canvas. But hey, if whatever works, I suppose. So we'll see. Yeah, okay. All right, good. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So looking forward to that. But for today, as usual, another exciting episode of The Practical Path. Before we get started, did want to introduce everybody to my friend Vicki Wagner, who does this amazing practice of hers of doing oracle card readings. And if that's, what do people get out of that if they do that with you?
Well, it's a combination of confirmation, new insights, different perspective on things. Confirmation of maybe what they're doing, you know, no matter what it is, like relationships or work or whatever. So it just depends on the person, what comes out. And I've worked with these cards for over 20 years, and they are always spot on. It's amazing what comes out of them.
Wow. Yeah.
It just sometimes it just makes me go, oh my gosh, you know. Whoa.
I hear you. And it's true. I mean, I have experienced one of these little card readings and have many friends who have also done it, and they are always blown away by the insights, I mean, because it's not just a matter of turn over a card and read what it says on it. It's like what comes through you is most important, of course.
Yes, the intuition, the just I say things, it just comes out of my mouth. So somebody will say, do you remember when you said this? And I said, no, because in the moment it just comes out and it's for you. So I'm glad you remember, because I just get in that space where it's like, just like a delivery. I'm just delivering messages and just, you know, keep getting more and more. And that's what I tell them. I said, as long as you get it and you change your life, that's what's important.
There you go. Yeah, I love that. If someone were interested in having that kind of a reading with you, where would they get in touch with you?
Well, they could call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, V-I-C-K-I, Wagner, W-A-G-O-N-E-R, 53@gmail.com.
There you go. And if you are interested in that and you didn't catch all that information is in the show notes for each and every episode of The Practical Path, along with the links to yours truly's YouTube page, which is Bill's iPhone Tips, if you do the search on YouTube there. And boy, I think I'm going to start. I keep saying this. We were talking about intention and stuff and all that last week. Now I think it's time for me to actually move into that, because every time I see a new email scam or a text scam or something, I keep thinking to myself, I should do a video about this and warn people. So I need to stop talking
Yes.
about that and start doing that. So there you
Just
go. All
do
right.
that. Okay, so I'm
Bill's
going to
iPhone.
hold you to it. When are you going to do it? It could be, today or 5 days or 2 weeks.
Right. I understand.
So where's your commitment?
Now I'm not wiggling out of this, but understand that I'm going to be on vacation in northern Georgia for a week. So
Yeah, but
perhaps it could be all right. I will before I come up there, I will post another video. God, I can't believe I said that. All right.
okay, I
We're,
heard it. Everybody else did, so
everybody,
we're making you stick to it. Because you are the best. My gosh, the
thank
way
you.
that you
Thank you.
display, you describe it, it makes it so easy. I'm lucky I can even open it, let alone know what all that you.
Right. Well, no worries. Okay. All right. So I will do that and then by next week you'll be able to ask me if I did it and then we'll all know for sure. There we go. And of course,
Okay.
I'll post it on the Facebook page for this
Yes.
show. So remember, by the way, if you're interested, and of course, you can get this show, you can get the Practical Path podcast on any of your podcast outlets like Apple and Spotify and iHeartRadio and YouTube Music. We're on all of those. But if all else fails, go to Facebook and look at do a search for the Practical Path podcast. You got to kind of use all of that, and you'll find our podcast page there, and you can post and share your stories and do whatever you'd like. And
Yeah, please
yours
do.
truly will post the fact that he did post a video.
Okay, I'm,
Okay.
I'm holding your feet to the fire, buddy.
Feet to they're already warm. Thank you. Okay, good. Wow. All right, fine. So anyway, enough of the niceties, if that's what that is.
Oh,
Enough
yeah.
of the niceties of the show for now. It's time to dig in and get going on the show for this week. And we always start off with a word of the week.
Yes.
Maybe I should have maybe I should have thought of this before I made promises about doing stuff this week, but the word of the week is stillness.
Ooh,
And I thought of that because I'm going to be up in northern Georgia in the woods and the mountains of northern Georgia for a week and I thought, "Oh, it'll be a good time to just chill, be still,
yes.
take in some nature, all of that good stuff."
Yeah.
Hey, it's Bill stepping out of the studio for a quick second. On the podcast, one of the things we talk about a lot is motivation, the desire to get things done in life. It might be physical stuff, losing a few pounds, getting a better job, finding a great relationship. Or it might be more of what I like to call internal things, finding ways to feel better about yourself or life in general. Well, to help our listeners along that particular path, we've prepared a helpful, simple guide for personal motivation. It's called Flipping the Switch: How to Create Motivation at a Moment's Notice. I'd like to send you a free copy, along with some other special bonus goodies. Bonus, you say? Well, yes, kind of an unadvertised in-store special. What is it? Well, you'll just have to find out for yourself. So, do this. Head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com. Yep, the same name as the podcast itself. Put in your email and we'll immediately send you to the free download. We'll also let you know about upcoming podcast episodes and other behind-the-scenes information. Again, just head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com, and get your free guide to boosting your personal motivation. I'm sure you'll find it helpful and, dare I say, practical. Now, back to the show.
Sometimes life moves so fast that we forget the power of simply stopping, of being
Mm,
still long enough to notice where we actually are. Stillness is not just about the absence of movement, it's about finding clarity and peace in the midst of motion. I
wow.
like that. And
Yeah.
motion can be any kind of, I mean, it's not just physical, it can be mental, emotional. You can be
Yep.
something you're doing with your job or with your family or with your dog or whatever, Yeah, there's a lot of ways around. There's a lot of there's a lot of motion in life. There's a lot of chaos out there. Let's put it, let's not be too fine a point on it. It's crazy out
Right.
there.
I
Crazy.
know that can be crazy, yet there's also a lot of good flow out there. And putting your
Yes.
attention into how do you want to run your life versus having life run your life. So being in charge of your own life and looking at what do you want to manifest? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to enjoy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big piece of it is
Mhm.
that time of stillness gives you the opportunity for that.
Yes.
Gives you the and well, we have a couple of things to talk about with that, and starting off with one that relates, which is stillness is not stagnation. Stillness is more about awareness.
Hmm.
Being still doesn't mean doing nothing. It means being fully present with what is. It's a
Hmm.
conscious pause that allows your thoughts, emotions, and intentions to settle, revealing what truly matters.
Yes.
A friend of mine who teaches personal development classes and other things like that.
Mm.
He has his little prop that he carries with him is a mason jar, sealed mason jar with water and some little dirt in the bottom or sand or whatever from the beach, and he'll shake it up and it'll be all gray and cloudy and whatever, and he'll just put it on the podium in front of him and goes, "What's the best way to clear this water?" And of course, all the hands go up with all kinds of crazy answers and filters and crazy stuff. You go, no, no, no. Just let it sit. Let it be still for a while, and it will settle on its own. And I
Yes.
think that's the way I feel strongly that that's the way we can kind of work in our lives of
Yes.
being still with something to the point of by just simply doing nothing for a little while,
Yeah.
things settle.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
When was the
love.
last time? Think about this week. When was the last time you allowed yourself to stop and simply notice without judgment where you are, how you feel, how it's going, all of that stuff?
Yeah.
And then can you just do that for a minute
Yeah.
or two? Which
Just
I think that's a
stop.
great idea.
Just
Yeah, yeah,
stop and allow yourself to rest. And the best place for me, and I always say this, is being out in nature.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just so peaceful and just being in it and allowing nature to just nurture you instead of thinking you got to nurture everybody else. Take a
Right?
moment to nurture yourself.
Exactly. No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Just taking that time to relax,
Yep.
be with yourself, be with nature, be whatever. They've actually done studies on that, and we mentioned this a few shows ago, that
Hmm.
just the sound of a bird singing
Hmm.
has an actual calming effect on the human, whatever, energetic system.
Right.
And it literally goes back to caveman times because if the birds were singing, you knew there were no dinosaurs around causing
Yeah.
trouble. But if the birds stopped singing, it's like, uh-oh, something's
Uh-oh.
coming.
Yeah.
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 And that works. It still works. I mean, yeah, okay, no saber-tooth tigers, no dinosaurs, no living in caves, but we've been programmed for a quarter million years to think of those things. So guess what?
Yeah.
It still works. It still works. So
And
that's
when I tell people, I say, you're so faithful at charging up your cell phone, you know,
right,
how about charging yourself up?
right.
Just, let the phone charge itself as you're just sitting there charging yourself. Just taking some nice deep breaths or, having a nice book to read or,
Mm-hmm.
just taking a nap or something that gives you the opportunity to go, hey, wait a minute, I got to slow down. I got to recharge myself and then get back up and go for it.
Do whatever you need to do. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, did I just hear you give me permission to take a nap sometime?
absolutely.
Napping is one of my favorite things. So, but yes, whatever it means for you,
Yeah.
whatever it means. So feel free to allow yourself to do that. Okay.
Yes, you
Number
deserve it.
two, stillness reveals truth. When the noise of constant activity quiets down, the truth of what we really need, really value, and really believe begins to surface. This is why moments of calm can lead to breakthroughs or deeper personal clarity.
Yes.
Perfect. I
Yep.
mean, that basically we've just defined meditation,
Yes.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
That when you have that moment of quiet, to me, it's amazing what comes to, and well, there's another reminder to myself. Dear Bill, wait a minute, I should be writing. I'm holding up my piece of paper. Dear Bill, do more of this. A, make more videos. B, more meditation. And don't think meditation is some fancy, crazy thing that you need to have incense burning and music playing and all that sort. It's just to sit quietly for a while
Quiet.
and let your thoughts wander to wherever they want to wander. And if
Yes.
you focus on the singing of the birds outside or the purring of the cat or
Yeah.
whatever, that's good too, because that's a little something to kind of keep your mind engaged with something. But
Yes.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
only 100,000 books about meditation out there. Go read them. So
Yes.
not all of them, but it can 5 minutes of sitting quietly, eyes closed, eyes open, doesn't matter.
Hmm.
You're going to go, oh, wow, there's something I hadn't thought of. And
Hmm.
it's going to help. It's going to come to you. It's going to help. So
Yes.
anyway,
Absolutely.
it's my case for meditation today. There you go. But it is stillness reveals truth. Okay. Just remember, always, not always, but very often, the world and our life rewards motion, but not reflection. In a culture that glorifies busyness, stillness can feel, and the word they used was countercultural. I like that, even uncomfortable. But slowing down is not weakness, it is wisdom. It's what allows us to respond to life rather than to react to it.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I've always, that should be one of our discussions, and I'm writing that down too. The difference
Okay.
between reaction and responding, or
Yes.
response, depending on,
Response.
whatever.
Yep.
When you respond to something, okay, I get it. I mean, when you react to something, you're
Right.
driving and the dog darts out in front of you and you've got to slam on the brakes or whatever. That's a reaction. I get it. That's instantaneous, in the moment, unthinking reaction.
Yes.
And the unthinking part was the important word there, because you're not thinking about it. You just do it. Snap my
Right.
finger.
Yep.
Responding, on the other hand, I'm thinking about this. I'm giving it
Mhm.
some thought. I'm marinating on it a little bit. One of my favorite words.
Yes.
And now that I've considered it, here's my measured, thoughtful response.
Yes. Yeah. And responses can be very helpful or they can be a little poisonous. So, yeah,
Be
well,
careful.
yeah, just being careful, being mindful, and thinking of the response of, just response of just, chilling out. Yet, if you have something that you have to discuss with someone, think it out before you
Right,
approach someone.
right, right. Back in the days when I was on the radio and interviewing people and all of that for a
Mhm.
living,
Yeah.
I one of my touchstones, one of the things I tried to keep in mind as I was interviewing somebody was, don't just be ready to jump in with the next thing, the next idea or question or whatever. Actually, when they finish the sentence, 2 seconds. Even if it's just, I know that sounds like nothing, 2 seconds, but it's like beat, beat, and then something new might come to you,
Hmm.
or you're showing them that you're listening. It's all good. In other words, all the
Yes.
things that happen when you wait and respond out of thoughtfulness,
Yes.
to me, it's all positive.
Right.
And
Yes.
so often in conversations, we're already thinking of our next thing to say while they're still speaking. Well, are you
Oh,
listening
yeah.
to them? No. So there you go. All right. So the world rewards motion, not reflection. So a little bit more reflection is not a bad thing.
Yes.
Stillness connects you to something larger, of course. We just talked about meditation. Whether you
Yeah.
think of it as spirit, energy, intuition, or faith, stillness is often where that connection deepens. It reminds us that we're part of something greater than ourselves. I think
Yes.
so. I think so too.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely.
often, if I do take a moment to sit down, pause, turn the TV off, close my
Yes.
eyes for 5 minutes, not with the intention of napping, just with the intention of just relaxing and being in a moment of stillness. It's like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, it's more than it's not all about me.
Oh, really?
So I know, crazy, but it is. It really, the world is a bigger place. The universe is a bigger place with a lot going on that you can
Hmm.
make your contribution to, but it ain't all about you. So there you go. Just a thought. You're
It's a good
laughing.
one.
You're laughing.
No, it is. I'm not laughing. I said
Right,
it is a good one.
right, right,
To
right,
just step back, take that moment, reflect, and if you have a comment, make it, or if not,
right.
that's
That's okay too.
Yeah.
Last but not least, stillness is a practice, not a moment. And people kind of trip up on that meditation practice thing a lot. What do you mean practice? Don't you ever get it right? Well, no, you don't really. But that's why they call it a practice, I guess.
Yeah.
So you don't find stillness once and keep it forever. It's something you return to again and again. Even a few deep breaths or a walk without your phone can bring you back to center, which is exactly what we said. Just take a few minutes, and
Yeah.
even if it's just for a few seconds to think, not even think, you don't even have to think. Take that back.
Maybe
This,
to feel.
yeah, right? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for that. I was wondering instead of think, what's the best way to express what I'm do? I, I don't have to do anything. That's the point. You know,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're
We always
in,
think, yeah. Oh, excuse me. I
no,
didn't
I
mean
was
to.
just going to say, when you're in that moment of stillness, it's not about doing anything.
Right. Because we're always in the mood of doing something, proving something. Why do we have to do that? Aren't we enough just standing there and being and taking in,
Right,
like being in nature, taking in that wonderful feeling or whatever it is, just
right.
taking that moment and celebrating that.
As the bumper sticker says, you're a human being, not a human doing.
That's it.
I
And I
know.
think sometimes we get programmed, we have to do something, we have to accomplish something, we have to prove something. Well, you're alive. That's pretty much big enough for me.
That's a good start right there. I know, right? Yes. But yes, again, you're a human being, not a doing. So just be.
Yes. And be yourself. Be okay
Right.
to be yourself.
Right. Just be what the label says. Just do that human being thing. Just be and see where that takes you. Again, it's
Yeah.
not it's you because you get caught up in that. You go, "Oh, now I'm doing the being part." No, no, no. It's not about doing the being part.
It's
It's
being the being
just
part.
being the I don't know. There's a lot to unpack there. Probably many I know for a fact many books written on that. So, feel free
Yeah.
to find one that speaks to you and reach out to it.
And then realize how much pressure you're taking off of yourself. How you can just enjoy being in that moment without having to prove anything. You've already proved something. You're alive.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good person. You
Mm-hmm.
do things. Well, take the moment to be with yourself, to do for yourself, to say, I'm giving myself a gift of just sitting here on the deck, just watching, the birds and the trees. And
Right.
you deserve that. So
Right.
be okay to give yourself the, little gifts here and there.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not again, and I know that's challenging for some people
Yeah.
because again, as we said, the world as it is kind of rewards that action, motion, doing stuff, whatever.
Right. Right.
And we're here to tell you that that's not necessary. I
Right.
mean, yes, you have to do things to live your life, but
Oh,
not 100% of the time.
yes. Absolutely.
Love that. Final thoughts on stillness, if anything, or just you're
I
good.
think it's going to be a nice habit to have. We all have habits. Make it
Mm-hmm.
top habits is to periodically just, shut the world off and just be,
Just
whatever you want to do, take a bath or sit outside or take a
right.
walk or, read a book, whatever you want to do. It's okay for you to take care of you because
Love
when you
that.
take care of yourself, that energy goes out and you're inspiring millions of people you're never going to meet because that energy is going to go out. So you're actually giving wonderful gifts by being, again, like how I say, your own best friend.
Your own best friend. It's our
Mhm.
favorite line around here. Yes. Continue as you go through the week. Keep up the reflection on stillness if you choose. And
Yeah.
again, if you need more information on that, I'll post all this in the show notes. But coming up next, rather than a blog post, I found an interesting kind of long quote on things, a quote about
Oh,
reminding us that life unfolds at its own natural pace. And we will talk about that when we come back. And welcome back. This is the Practical Path, step number 64 on the path. The
Yes.
Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. There you go. Bill Sklodowski along with Vicki Wagner, and we just spent some time talking about stillness, which is I don't do enough. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's not the fact that I don't sit out. I mean, I don't have nature in my backyard like you do, but I kind of have some. And I can sit out on my porch and I have a nice comfy chair out there and take my coffee. But like most people, what comes with me when I sit outside on the porch?
Your
Miss Vicky,
coffee, your phone,
my phone or my iPad or
yes,
both.
or both.
There's no stillness in your iPhone. I'm sorry, there's just not. They make apps that will actually like prevent you from doing anything on the phone for a certain length of time. That might be a good idea for some people. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not the computer person. You are.
I hear you. All right. So stillness. Anyway, it's a great
Yes.
idea. Try it
Yes.
sometime.
Oh, absolutely.
Quote of the day, and I usually have a blog post, but this I found a long quote. I don't remember where. I just see a lot of things on like Instagram and Twitter and I'll like, "Oh, I love that." So I'll save it.
Yeah. Yes.
But basically the quote of the day is all about the fact that when it comes to life, there is no deadline. There's what are you talking about, Bill? Life unfolds uniquely for each of us. We are reminded that there is no universal timeline for when things should happen. So many of us are caught up in schedules for marriage, success, purpose, family, etc. Society's schedules are arbitrary. Your life's schedule is personal. Ask yourself, where do you feel pressured to keep up? And what might happen if you released that pressure?
Oh boy. Ooh, that's a big one.
It is right. There's a lot to unpack in that, but yes, so much of what we do is not based on what we've thought about for ourselves, but it's like, well, I mean, again, I'm not a young person anymore, but it's like, oh, I'm 30 or 35 or 40. I should be married. I should have kids. I should have the house. I should be a vice president by now, of the company by now. Blah, 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 blah. Really?
Oh, yeah.
How's that going for you now?
Yeah. How much pressure do you just put on
How
yourself?
much pressure are you putting on yourself to do that? Exactly.
Yeah.
And how's that working out for you? So it's it's a tough job. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a tough job. It can be a challenge. We don't want to
Yes.
say things are hard here on the show, but we do use the word challenge now and then.
Yeah. Hmm.
It can be a challenge to think I'm doing my thing and I'm okay with it, even though I see what's going on all around me.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of mm, there's a lot of that which is the next point, so I'm not getting to it too fast. I want to leave room for that one too. But it's
Okay.
like, yeah, I get it. I mean, I remember when I was younger. Well, of course I remember when I was younger. I don't remember when I was older. That would be cool, though. That would be cool.
All the things you come up with.
I know. When I was around 40 or so, and my father was still with me, uh,
Mm.
we were talking about my radio career and how I had moved. If you don't know, for those of us, in the know, yours truly has been on the radio for 25 years. And when you're on the radio, we used to call it white collar migrant work. And that might be politically incorrect nowadays, but it's kind of true. It's like you just move around to where the jobs are. You just went
Okay.
from one city to the next, and it's like I'm not, because there's only one person doing my job at any one radio station. There's only one morning DJ. There's only one news guy. There's only, what I'm saying. So if you wanted to be a bigger, better morning news guy, you got to go to a different town, a different city. So there's a lot of moving around. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's
Okay.
my point? My point is my father didn't know that. He was a career guy. He worked for the same company for 40 years. They gave him the gold watch. He retired, played golf, the whole thing. And one day, my father and I are having this discussion as I'm talking about my moving around and all that. And he said, "You ever think about just getting like just one job that you could stick to?" And I'm like, "Dad, I'm in the media business. That's not how it works."
Yeah.
But see, right, but as I my point was, my point to all of this is he had in mind what worked for him and what
Mhm.
he thought was right, whereas what I was doing was right for me and the two couldn't have been farther separated, couldn't have been more far
Mm.
apart.
Yeah.
It didn't make one right and one wrong.
No.
It just meant that different people do different things. So there's
Mhm.
the point. Life unfolds uniquely for each of us, and that means it's going to be
Yes.
different for you. And your job is to be okay with that.
Yeah. Hmm.
There you go. End of story. Okay, fine.
No, I liked it. That just because,
Really?
so, yeah.
How many times has Vicky Wagner been the black sheep of the family?
Still am.
See? See?
Yep.
Your life can, and I'm not saying I'm any different because I'm not, but our lives continue to unfold on their unique path.
Absolutely. And I'm good with that. I mean, I know my siblings, most of my siblings went from here to there, and had the same career for, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years, whatever they had it. And I just kind of hopped around because I guess I never quite found my niche
Right,
until I started doing the oracle cards
right,
and helping people. And I also can do hypnotherapy. But more so now I'm focusing on the oracle cards. And that, because it's my passion, it's my joy. It's ever since I've been teeny tiny, I have been everybody's confidant.
right.
And everybody felt safe with me. And me being the oddball in my family, everybody else is normal. And then there's me, thank you, God. Um, but I always had this, energy of people felt safe with me
Right,
and listened to me and they trusted me. And just being honest, I suffered a kind of traumatic childhood, very traumatic childhood, and I went to hypnotherapy to kind
right,
of help me look at things from a different perspective. And the person I worked with just she was a little on the brutal side. And at the time, oh, there was one time I just got up and walked out. And it
right,
dawned on me, wait a minute, she's doing exactly what I need to hear. She is
right,
shaking me up and making me question and looking at things from a different perspective.
right, right,
And that's how I operate is, just kind of going with the flow of what anybody needs and able to have the gift of just, looking a little deeper and
right,
giving out, what I'm supposed to. So,
right, right. And I think the point to all of that, again, as we come back to the point we
mhm,
made here, is that whatever you're doing, that's
mhm,
fine. I mean,
it's yours. Yeah.
it's yours.
Yeah.
That doesn't let you off the hook to say if your life is not going the way you want, that you can say, oh, that's fine. No, you're allowed to turn things around at any point. You're allowed to
Yes,
make changes and upgrades and improvements and all that. And in fact, we'd encourage that. And
absolutely.
we have and tools to help with that. And
Mhm.
so do a lot of people and a lot of books and a lot of whatever.
Right.
But yet, don't beat yourself up over it if you're not following the plan
Yeah.
or the schedule that was perhaps given to you by family, friends,
Hmm.
university, whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So you,
feel it's trusting what feels right for you.
right.
And being okay to go to your friend or your family or whatever and go, thank you, yet this is what I'm going to do.
Yes, exactly.
And stick to it. You know, do what you feel in your heart is right for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Second part of this comparison is the thief of peace.
Oh, definitely.
I've heard it as of joy before, but same thing. Comparison is the thief of peace. The fear of being too late or behind often comes from comparing our journey to others. Someone
Hmm.
else's timeline has nothing to do with your story.
Absolutely.
One of my favorite gurus in the business, in the online business world, and all of that, always used to say, don't compare your everyday life with someone else's highlight reel. What does that mean? I mean, if you don't have to watch a football game, you can watch the 3 minute recap of the football game and
Yeah,
know everything you need to know because we're only showing you the big important plays. That's why they call it highlights. It's this happened,
right.
and oh, look, this happened. Oh, look, this happened. 3 minutes. You can compress a 1 hour football game into a highlight reel. Online, when I go to Instagram and I see my friends on vacation in Europe having a fabulous time, I'm like, oh, that sucks for me. I'm not there. Well, no, that's their highlight reel, right?
Yes, right.
And same thing even with your friends. I mean, even in everyday conversation, they're going to tell you the great, cool, wonderful, I mean, hopefully, if
Yeah.
you're good friends, they're going to tell you the great, cool, wonderful things that are happening in them for them in their life, and you're going to go, "Well, my life sucks compared to that." But what are
Laughing
you
only
doing?
because,
Your experience is your whole life, your whole timeline, your whole week. The good,
yeah.
the bad, the ugly, the traffic jams, the burned dinner, the dog poop that you stepped. Your life is all of it. As opposed to somebody else giving you that one nugget that they had, that one gold nugget where it's like, oh, guess what? Their week was just the same as yours, but they're telling you the one great thing. Can you look back on your week and find one great thing? Maybe a bunch of good. So anyway,
Yeah.
don't compare your normal, regular, everyday life to somebody else's highlight reel. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know where I went off on that, but
But it's good. It's a statement. And that's what
yes,
people need to hear. Your life is just as important as everybody else's. How do you
right.
want to look at it? From what perspective are you going to step back and go, oh, this is my life? Me, I'm thankful at 72, I wake up every morning. That's a big one for me, you
There you
know?
go. That's plenty. That I get it. I do. Yeah, absolutely, positively.
I
And
mean, really.
if it's something small like that, all good. All good. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So again, final, comparison is the thief of peace.
Yeah,
Every time, all the time, because you're going to look at your life and go, yeah, I'm not doing that thing. Anyway,
right.
number 3, let go of the script society may have written for
Oh,
you.
oh, yeah.
She just made a face.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
What was in that face? Tell me more.
Oh, because like you say, I'm the black sheep. I'm the odd person out.
Right.
Oh my gosh, how much, excuse me, crap I used to get from my family. You should do this. You should do that. Why do you act like this? Blah, blah, blah. This is me.
Right.
What do you want me to be? Like your puppet? You like me? Great. You don't? Great. Because I like me. I'm good
There
with
you
me.
there you go. There you go. We'll say it again. Be your own best friend.
Be your own best friend.
And when you are, what happens when you do that? Well, you get to withstand the criticisms of others, even if they're people that you look up to, respect, appreciate, whatever, family, friends,
Right.
teachers, doesn't matter. But you're first in line on your
Absolutely.
friends list. Like on Facebook, when you look at somebody's Facebook page, I'm dating myself because young people don't do Facebook anymore. But you look at somebody's Facebook page, they have 362 friends. Oh my God, really? I don't know that many people on planet Earth. But who's the first one? And that should be your picture. That should be you. You should be
Yes.
that first friend there.
Yes, we are that first friend.
There you
Absolutely.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And a lot of
The
times people are judging, excuse me, I didn't mean
No,
to
go
interrupt,
ahead.
just came to me. It's because they don't want to look at their own stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy to project versus looking inside.
Right. Right. So you're saying that's why people do that thing. Do the give you their script.
Basically, yes, because they
Yeah.
don't want to handle it. They don't want to look at it. So if
Right.
they project it onto you, well, then you're the bad guy, and they can, celebrate, telling you all what you need to do and everything because they don't want to look in the mirror.
Got it. Yeah. Basically, yes.
Yeah,
You become well, I'm not sure you become their mirror. I'm not sure if that's right or not, but basically you become the thing that they get to dump on
yeah,
or to criticize or to challenge.
right.
Not
Like a
that I want you to dump on yourself, but I do want you
no,
to challenge yourself when there's
challenge.
something in your life that's not working.
Yes,
All right. Maybe there's a little bit of a challenge here in figuring that out and making a different decision, as my old friend says.
absolutely.
Maybe
Yep.
you'd like to make a different decision
Yes,
about life,
absolutely.
about
Yeah.
whatever, how you're living, the whole thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, let go of the script. you are challenging the illusion that life must follow a set path, where it's whether it's
Mm.
career, family, retirement, money, all of that in a certain order. When we break free from that script, we make room for genuine fulfillment for ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
which is exactly what we've been talking about in terms of
Absolutely.
do
Yeah.
your own thing.
Yes, do your own thing.
Do
Look
your
within
own thing.
your own self. What gifts, what talents, what interests do you have?
And if you think about it, I mean, you probably, and I'm talking to everybody, all our friends and listeners, you, me, everybody, you
Right.
probably don't have to look real hard to find somewhere in life that someone has given you. Let's just use the word script. I like that. You know, they've
Mhm.
given you a different script than what you're doing.
Yes.
Maybe it's better, maybe it's not, but it's not yours.
Right. I mean,
Now,
if you want to keep it, keep it.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
If it doesn't fit.
If I go to a coach, if I go to a mentor for
Hmm.
any, I pickleball, Bill's favorite thing. We've gone 40 minutes in this show. It's the first time Bill's mentioned pickleball. Wow. Um,
Wow.
but if I want to learn to make my serve better, and I go to a coach and he says, "All right, hit a few serves for me," and I hit a few serves, and he goes, "Oh boy, our work is cut out for us. All right, do this, then do that, then do this, then do that. All right, am I going to go, no, I'm not accepting your script? Well, do you want to get better? Because maybe he knows a little bit more than you or has more experience or whatever. My point to all this is that there are good sources of guidance, wisdom, information
Yeah.
for finding a better way to do something.
Absolutely. Hmm.
Sometimes they can come from within.
Yeah.
Remember, we talked about stillness before. You can probably sit for a few minutes and go, how could I do this thing better?
Hmm.
And then shut up and listen.
Yeah.
Just just throwing that out there.
No, that's
Because
a,
something will come to you.
oh yes.
Or you call my friend Vicky Wagner and you say, tell me, here's something I'm going through in life that I want to change for the better.
Hmm.
Tell me some ways I might do that. And again, Vicky's not going to give you a script, but Vicky is going to give you some insight into what you are doing and perhaps some better ways of doing things or thinking about things or changing your beliefs about something.
Yep.
And now we're on the path. Now we're on a better,
Mhm.
dare I say, the practical path
The practical path. Yes.
of finding a better way to do something for
Yes.
yourself.
That you're deserving of.
Well, yeah, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. It's all about being deserving of. Yeah, everything we say on this show, everything from every episode is you should never go away thinking, well, that's nice, but I can't do that. I don't deserve that. That's not my life. No.
Oh,
Everything we do say on this show is about you
yes.
deserving the best that you can get out of life.
Yes.
Whatever that
Absolutely.
means for you, because we already know that your script is different than mine.
Right. Yet the intention is the same.
Exactly.
Respecting, honoring, appreciating yourself,
Exactly.
loving yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. It depends on the words that you use, not the words. It depends on it depends on the words you use and the experience you're looking for. I'll never be a championship pickleball player, but I don't have to be. I just want to be better than I am now.
Right.
I'll
And
never
enjoy it.
be, there's a lot of whatever. I mean, okay, that's a
Yeah.
boundary. That's a boundary and a limitation and a whatever. I get it, all that. And yet I just want to be better.
And
I kind of got stuck on that one, but it's all good. All right,
oh,
no
it's
problem.
all good. Yes.
Another point, trust about life. Trust the unfolding.
Hmm.
Life's surprises, the things that come at you, quote, out of nowhere or out of order, often turn out to be exactly what you need in the moment. Trusting the process requires patience and faith in timing.
Hmm.
And timing is something we often do not get to control.
No,
That
no.
Amazon package is going to come when it's going to come, whether I need it today or not. That's not up to me. But I mean, that's an example we all know,
Right?
but it has to do with everything in life.
Yeah.
Everything. Trust
Hmm.
the unfolding. And that some things you can work on.
Hmm.
I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, trust the unfolding, that this week you'll lose a pound, and next week you'll lose a pound or two, and next week the process unfolds as you go through it. Some
Right.
things you don't get to do that. Some things you're just, like I said, waiting on the Amazon package. And
Yeah.
there's no process to that. It's a little closer today. Well, I mean, it is, but you don't care until it shows up at your door. It's a little closer.
And
It's a little closer. Yeah.
there
So
it is.
you have to trust the unfolding
Yeah.
as things come in the order that they are meant to come in, and that order may or may not be the order you would hope for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes sense? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
we're, we're just on a tear today.
I
Last couple of
know.
shows, we've just been crazy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, we
know.
have.
Too much coffee. Well, no. Now, see,
No.
that's an oxymoron. There is no such thing as too much coffee.
Yeah, okay, good. We're wiping that one off the plate.
And last but not least, well, I mean, we'll have more to talk about, but the last point that my little quote brings up here is, you are exactly where you are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's so cliche, it's almost painful. And yet it's so true.
I was going to say it's, confirmation of what the universe wants for us and what
Yes.
energy we're putting out, what's coming back, and teaching us to, have patience, even though I don't know how to spell it. But knowing that the universe always has our back, and for whatever reason, for whatever happens, it's lessons to learn from, to grow from, to evolve, to empower ourselves.
Right. 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 The most comforting line reminds us that being behind is an illusion. Every step, even the uncertain ones, is part of the path. So ask yourself, ask yourself, how would it change your outlook if you truly believed you haven't missed anything? Life is still unfolding for you right now in this moment, which it is.
It is.
It is.
Constantly. Every minute, every second.
It's our humanness that makes us impatient for things.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Used to take an hour to cook dinner in the oven. Now I stand at the microwave going, come on.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I don't have the time. Well, yes, you do. So, but yes, that's the whole point, is that stuff happens in its own time. Your job is to hopefully go with the flow. I think that was last week's discussion, going with the flow.
Go with the flow.
And again, it doesn't mean that you're stuck. It doesn't mean that you are unable to influence some things. Now, again, you can't make the microwave go any faster, or you can't make the Amazon box come any sooner. But if you're working on something personal and completely for yourself,
yes. Yeah.
now you have the power. The fancy word in psychology, I think, is agency. You have that power within you to do something about it if you choose.
Yeah.
And again, 1,000 books are out there about the process of doing that.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, which I've mentioned on the show before, James Clear, Atomic Habits, which is not atomic as in energy. It's atomic as in the tiny little particles, the little Vicky's grains of sand example.
Yes.
It takes grains of sand to make a beach. Lots and lots and lots of them, but they add up.
And it does. Yeah.
And that's the Atomic Habits belief as well, is that one little thing that you change today and you build on it over time.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's been something that's been important and meaningful for me as I've done online business stuff, and all the things that I'm learning about, and making my pickleball game better and all of that. You don't make the leap from rank amateur to professional overnight. No, there's a path and a process for that. Hopefully a practical path. Easy for me to say. For both the things we've mentioned today, stillness teaches us to listen. And
Yeah.
our quote of the day reminds us that what we hear I'm going to start that all over again.
Okay.
Stillness teaches us to listen, and our bigger quote reminds us what we hear when we finally do listen. That there is no rush, no need to compare, no need to chase. Life is not a series of deadlines, it is an unfolding journey that happens moment by moment. When we stop fighting the clock, and what was the word we used instead of surrender? And is surrender to the present, we rediscover peace, patience, and trust in the timing of our own becoming.
I like embrace if we,
Embrace. Thank you.
because
I'm
surrender is kind of
officially,
like,
I don't like surrender. I'll be honest with you. And
yeah,
maybe
I
that's
don't,
because I'm a guy or a whatever. I don't know. I don't like the word. I just don't.
and, and that's okay.
I know.
Because
Thank
it,
you.
because words have power, as you know, it has power. So when you say embrace,
Yes.
you've looked at the bigger picture, you've made decisions, so now you're embracing this new way of looking at things or doing things, which to me is a lot more positive. Surrender means like, okay, I give up, put me in jail or whatever, I don't know. But embrace means you really deserve it. You've looked at it, you're
Yes.
shifting. It's a new beginning.
I am writing that down, and I just did write that down. And maybe next week that will be the whole. It's not going to be the whole show, but maybe we'll, do a little digging around on the interwebs to find the positive relationship, the positive way of expressing embrace versus surrender.
Hmm.
Love that. So, but for
Yes.
me, I because to me, all right, they're both decisions. They're both, you can decide to surrender to something. I get it. You can decide to embrace something. To me, one sounds a lot more positive and forward reaching. In other words, I'm reaching out to embrace this thing that's out there that I want to be a part of, rather than
Yeah.
surrender kind of feels like falling back, like here's this thing, and I go, oh, okay, I
Okay. It's
surrendered to
here.
that. Yeah, I get it.
So and action and with the words, it's more positive. You're putting things into action. You're making movements forward.
Mm-hmm.
You're achieving.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing so, how many people are you going to influence with that same energy, with that same belief?
Right. Right.
So they be inspired to do the same thing.
Yes. And we talk about all of that a lot on this show about how the things we do ripple out
Oh yeah.
energetically in life,
Oh
in
yeah.
all of it. That maybe you're not, maybe you think to yourself, well, it's just me. Well, yeah, but there's a heck of a lot of other people that are seeing what you are doing and seeing how it's going for you and might say, oh, I want some of that too. I want some of
Right.
that in my life. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot to be said for that. There's
And your energy shifts. So
right.
when your energy shifts, it automatically goes out.
Right. And again, it's going to be something that you're not going to necessarily see or
Mhm.
feel immediately. Hell, you may never see or feel it at all if it goes out, if something goes out from life, you may never.
Right.
And yet it's out there,
Hmm.
and we believe on this program, we believe that the energy that you put out affects the whole world. We
And
just
it
do.
comes and it
And
comes
it,
back.
yes, and it comes back to you. We
Yeah.
believe both of those things.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
some people might disagree with that, but that's not. They're probably not listening to this program.
Yeah.
So anyway, but yes, what you do, and again, all of this, everything we talk about every week is a way of you working, playing, challenging, improving, whatever yourself first,
Yes.
but it doesn't stop there.
Oh, it's a continuum. It just keeps on going.
Right.
Yep.
Right. The stuff that you do and put out and change is
Mhm.
reflected. I mean, just think, again, back to your grains of sand thing. If enough people put out a certain kind of energy, a certain kind of vibe,
Yeah.
it's going to affect the larger population, the universe, the
Oh,
world, the whatever. I
oh
mean, we
yeah.
see that we see that in bad ways with mobs and riots and stuff like that.
Mhm.
We see that
Yeah.
in good ways with marches for peace and
Hmm.
things like that that
Right.
actually get action to be taken on a
Yeah.
larger scale.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It felt like a lot of work there. I don't know. It did.
We always enjoy it. Look, we always laugh and we always bring in the positive, and it's okay. We look at some of the negative things because that's
Of
part of
course.
life. Yet
Of course.
shifting it into how can you make it into a gift? How can you be inspired? How can you share this with other people? And to
Right.
me, that's what I love to do. I love to share what I know.
Know, feel, believe, all the same thing. Well,
All
not
of
same
it,
thing, but all related, I guess,
all
right?
related.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
To be honest with you, yesterday there's this young man on Facebook. I don't know who he is, but he's always like, "You probably won't like my paintings, but here they are." And I finally sent him a text message and I said, "How about if you change your change into a positive way of putting, like I hope you love my paintings and this and
Right.
that." And I just sent him a message. I haven't heard anything, but it was like for like 2 weeks now. I see this young man, and he's a fabulous artist, and he's always like, "You're probably not going to like this," and I'm like,
Oh.
"What? After 2 weeks, I'm fed up with you're not liking it. Turn it around."
Good job. And see, and I do that. All right, I'm going to go back to my example one more time, back to the well of pickleball that I play with a lot of, shall we say, senior citizens. It's a 50 plus group. I know. I know. It's an older group of people. And how many times that I will be on the me and my partner are playing somebody I may or may not know. I mean, I know them, but they're in our group, but I'm not friends or anything. It's just we come together, we play pickleball, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry you're playing with me, Bill. I suck." I'm like, "Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! We do not suck on this team." I say, if you don't want to win, you don't have to play with me, but I intend to win. I mean, I'm not here to hurt anybody or to kill anything or whatever, but I'm here to enjoy the game. And the part of the game for Bill is to win the game.
Win.
It's not a
Yes.
participation trophy. So anyway, but I do that. But yes, we see that so much in the world of people uh, who told them that? Who gave them that this thing that you're doing that you love, that you put your heart and soul into, but I'm sorry, it probably sucks. What? Where does that come from?
Wait a minute, I'm scratching my head.
I, no, well, yeah, I think you're scratching your head because I think we know where that comes from. It's been
Yeah.
instilled in us by other people, by
Hmm.
other sources that we trusted more than ourselves.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially when when we're little, they say, respect your elders, respect your
Right,
parents,
right,
this and that.
right.
And it's like, wait a minute, how about, respecting myself, listening to myself, what makes me feel good?
Exactly.
And you get
Exactly.
to that point in your life when you go, wait a minute, I got to change my thought pattern. And it's okay to do that.
Right. Right. I refound while we were chatting, I rediscovered the quote that we based this whole thing on like no schedules and I'm it's
Mhm.
got an autograph on the bottom and it looks like Moses Kuria, and I don't know if he's an author or if he's anybody, but
Okay.
just to wrap up the week,
Yeah.
this is the quote that this whole discussion was based on, and it is there is no deadline for life. None for getting married, having kids, becoming financially stable, getting a job, or finding your path in life. Life unfolds in ways we cannot predict, moving at a pace that is uniquely our own. I hope
Mm,
you allow yourself to live life fully and freely without the weight of time pressing down on you,
mm,
without the fear that you are too late, that you have missed your chance at love, stability, or purpose. I hope you never believe that your life is confined to a script written by a society that has been wrong about so much in the past.
mhm.
Society clings to timelines, expectations, to the idea that certain things must happen by a certain age. But life has honestly never worked that way. Some things come early, Some take longer. Some arrive in ways you never saw coming. There is no single path, no perfect timing, no rule book that decides when your life truly begins. So I hope that you let go of the pressure, the comparisons, the fear that you are not where you're supposed to be. You are all those things, and life is still unfolding in ways you don't recognize.
I love that.
I'm going to post that
Wow.
on our Facebook page
Oh,
on the
oh, that
Practical
is
Path,
beautiful.
page. That
Yep.
it really is good. It really is, and
I think it kind of puts a ribbon on everything that we've been talking about.
it does. It really does.
Yeah,
So
love that.
even if it's unfolding in a way that you don't recognize or don't see
Mhm.
or is not following the script, it is
Right?
what it is supposed to be. It just is.
Yes.
Sorry, just is. No, it's not
Yeah.
sorry. It is what it is supposed to be.
Yes. Yep. And what you do with it, that's your choice. We brought it to you,
Exactly.
up to you.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So there you go. Awesome. 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 Miss Vicky, if somebody would like to get in touch with you about any and all of the things going on in their life for maybe a little bit of wisdom and guidance, how would they do that?
Oh, I'd love that. Call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicky, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner, 53 @gmail.com.
There you go. And remember, also, you can see all my stuff because
Oh.
I'm under a deadline here now to come up with a video before the end of the week. And as we record this, it's not giving me a lot of time. I'll tell you that. So there you go. Go over to YouTube, look up Bill's iPhone tips, where you'll find a new video. By the time this podcast comes out, that new video will be there.
Will
I
be.
know, will be. I know. She was already giving me the look. That's awesome. It's great. All right.
And you are the best.
Well, thank you. I accept. See,
Good.
I didn't say I suck at this. I accept
Oh, I'd be
your words of praise.
down in Florida in 5 minutes. You know what I do.
Applying one of your hiking boots to my rear end.
Oh,
Oh, really? Go figure. Yeah. Okay, great. There. I knew that. So thankfully, there's a few hundred miles between us. All
you're
good.
lucky.
Everybody, we appreciate you being with us yet again this week. Remember, stop by the Facebook page. Just do a search for The Practical Path Podcast. If you get this podcast anywhere else, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, whatever, you feel free to leave us that 5-star review there, and we would appreciate it. We'll see you next week. I'm Bill Sklodowski.
And I'm Vicki Wagner, and as I always say, remember to be your own best friend.